I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Daytona. Season opener, Gilguat, Kevin Hayes on the front row, Drifty, Richie Joplin, Mike Burgess on the second row, Dave Wright, Tim St. Jean on the third row, Jerry Bergeron and Gerald Thanos Poole on the fourth row, Robert Eggert and DJ the Iceman Kenner round out the top 10, Derek Schilling and Danny Passmore 11th and 12th, Kevin Bruner in 13th, Stephen Linder in 14th, John Shermotz in 15th, Paul Buchanan in 16th. Jared Swayman 17th, Gregory Marks in 18th, Ryan Warp in 19th, and Jeff Oakes in 20th. Daryl Klotz, Mike Sikor, and Chris Eggert rounding out the 23 car field here tonight. "50 laps here at Daytona, 16 to 18 laps on a tank of fuel. The drivers will have to make 2 stops here tonight. Everybody stacked up on the back straightaway, ready to go. Big field here tonight. Jeff Oakes did not grid. He will start from pit road. Definitely something we normally see here at Daytona quite frequently. Drivers choosing to start on pit road to avoid any early chaos. Pace car is in. Here they come into the zone, and green flag is in the air. The new season of Home Motorsports is underway at Daytona. Jeff Oakes is rolling off pit road. Gilguat out ahead with Richie Joplin giving the push. Likely to see a small group at the back falling off, playing it safe in the early going. Looks like Ryan Warp, Daryl Klotz, Mike Sikor, Chris Eggert all dropping back here early. Does take these cars a lap and a half to get to full speed here at Daytona. As they come across the line, Gilguat will lead the first lap of the season. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway, seeing a lot of patience here in the early going. Of course, as we've talked about time and time again with Home Motorsports, the cleanest league on iRacing. Their incident points incredibly low throughout the season. Nobody making any gutsy moves here in the early going. No big movers at the moment. Jared Swaim in the 17 car, he is up about 4 spots. Steven Linder in 11th, he is up 3 spots at the moment. Mike Zakar is starting to cut his way through traffic. Zakar in the 46 is now up 8 spots into 14th. Zakar in that, I guess you call it neon green car, in the Xbox car. A lot of patience despite the side-by-side racing. Kevin Hayes has the nose ahead up top down the back straightaway. That high line does take a few laps to come in. Once it does, they'll stay fairly even around the track. Danny Passmore starting to make some moves. He is now up 3 spots into 9th in the 11 car. Gerald Poole lurking back there in 10th place. Gerald is known for being able to get it done on the super speedways. We'll see if he can get it done again here tonight. Got the small group just barely hanging on to the draft at the back. Gregory Marks, Ryan Warp, Daryl Klotz, Chris Eggert, Jeff Oakes, who started from pit road, way behind, hoping to avoid the chaos. We mentioned a lot of new paint schemes out here tonight. Paul Buchanan in the 44 has a new paint scheme here tonight. That is looking sharp. Richie Joplin also has a new paint scheme. We're going to do our best to ignore it though because it has Jar Jar Binks on it. Don't forget, after tonight's race, immediately following it, the Unicorn will have the convoy up. The HTSAI Community Convoy starting at 8 Eastern, and it will be live right after the race. A little bobble in there mid-pack. Little early for the tires to start going away. Mike Zakar was peeking down to the bottom line, but chose to stay up top. He's got the push from Paul Buchanan at the, whoa, we're 3 wide. Everybody settles back in, but a few close calls there. Robert Eggert looked like he had a bit of a run trying to shoot it up the middle. Just wasn't enough room. Wisely backs out of it. Gil Guat continues to lead lap after lap, but we're about 5-6 laps away from seeing everything go up in the air as the drivers will have to come in for their first green flag stop. Green flag pit stops here at Daytona are a show in themselves, and we have seen in the past a lot of drivers trying to send it a little too deep onto pit road and causing problems. A lot of these drivers already communicating with the drivers around them, trying to figure out when they are going to pit, who they're going to pit with. You cannot come to pit road alone here under green flag conditions. You have to have some drafting help to get back to speed. That inside line still has the speed advantage for the moment. The high line not really coming in as quickly as we usually see. Mike Zakara, who had moved his way up into the field, has dropped back to 17th at the moment. As it looks like drivers are starting to position themselves with the people they want to come in with. Kevin Hayes has gotten to the lead. He got a run on the high side, managed to get down and take the front of the bottom line. Now Mike Burgess up top leads them down the backstretch. Burgess gets a big enough gap. He's able to drop to the bottom. He's going to take the lead. Now Tim St. Jean leads the high line at the moment as Mike Burgess leads for the first time tonight. Tim St. Jean getting a big push from the Iceman, DJ Kenner, right behind him. Danny Passmore lurking third in that outside line. And the leaders are closing in on Jeff Oakes. Jeff was certainly hoping for a caution before now. He may end up losing a lap. Next time by, we're in the window for the first round of stops. Who is coming in? Who is staying out? There was a couple of times last year we saw the entire field come in at once. As Tim St. Jean drops to the bottom, he takes the lead. Out of turn 4, here they come. Kevin Hayes, Gil Gwalk, Dave Wright, the only three to come in as the Iceman takes the lead. Tim was leading at the line, but DJ got the better run into turn 1. And Jeff Oaks is definitely in trouble if they don't have a problem soon. Well, we've got 3 wide mid-pack. They quickly get back to 2 wide. As Tim St. Jean is going to lead in a lot of the field. A few tires smoking, but everybody makes it in and makes it in safely. And Paul Buchanan takes the lead. John Shermott's on his bumper. Stephen Linder, Robert Eggert, Ryan Warp, Kevin Bruner, Mike Zakar, and Gregory Marks right there with them. Jeff Oates also came in with that last group. Will Buchanan lead his group in? He will. This is likely going to split the field up in a big way. And the rest of the race will be determined by which group works together the best to catch back up to the front. Richie Joplin, Mike Burgess, the 2 cars out front of the drivers who have pitted. Tim St. Jean leads a big group, though they are closing in. As Shermott's is on his way out, Buchanan on his bumper. And looks like the highline is coming by. Richie Joplin will maintain the lead for the moment. Gil Gwalk up to the high side. Jerry Berger and Darrell Klotz in a 2-car group back behind. John Shermott's Paul Buchanan trying to pull back up as well. Robert Eggert, Ryan Warp, Kevin Bruner, Jared Swaim, Derek Schilling, Gregory Marks all right behind. They'll start picking folks up 1 and 2 cars at a time. Likely we'll see a very big pack forming to run down the lead group before long. Gil Gwalk leads the outside line at the moment. Sorry, that is Kevin Hayes at the front. Gil Gwalk right behind him on that high line. John Shermott's, Paul Buchanan, they're about 3/4 of a second back. They are closing up on the lead group. Another group back here together, led by Jared Swain at the moment, trying to get single file. Once they do, they should be able to run down that 3.5 second gap to the lead pack. John Shermott set the fastest lap of the race so far last time, as it looked like Derek Schilling may have given the wall a little kiss out of 2. Mike Zakar just behind this group, looks like he has still got their draft. He pulls back up on him. Jarrett Swayman crew now 4.4 seconds behind the lead pack. The lead pack is all side by side. That single file group, if they can tighten up, will be able to run the lead group down. At first, that group has to kind of work together. Darrell Klotz lurking back in 10th, the biggest mover so far of the night. Started in 21st and is now up into 9th. That outside line is trying. Kevin Hayes getting big pushes from behind from Gil Guac. They are just not gaining any ground at the moment. Jerry Bergeron back in 10th. Shermott's in 11th. Jared Swain back in 12th. This second group has not been working efficiently. They have lost more ground. They are now 7 seconds back. The group is really going to tighten up if they want any chance to run them down. The final pit stop could shake everything up again. Does look like most of the field was fuel only. A couple of drivers took right side tires. But for the most part, it was a fuel-only stop. Likely to see the same thing, right side tires only on the final stop. Richie Joplin continues to lead, followed by Mike Burgess, Tim St. Jean. Kevin Hayes in that outside line starting to make something happen. Joe Guac and Paul Buchanan up on the high side helping push that line forward again. That second pack continuing to lose ground to the leaders. Now almost 9 seconds behind. Everybody settling into a rhythm for the moment. Down the back straightaway, this lead group not pushing the issue at the moment. Hey, good evening, David. Thank you for coming by, buddy. And if you folks have never ridden around Daytona, now seems like a good time riding along with Daryl Klotz in ninth. You see the car not planted, it's moving back and forth just due to the wind moving around. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, they go from flat to that high banking. Through 3 and 4, and then out of turn 4 down toward the start finish line. The car can get very squirrely here in the tri-oval. And you can see from riding along with Daryl, you have very little visibility ahead of you, and if something goes wrong, very little time to react. Gil Guac now leads the outside line, which has dropped it as 2 cars, him and Paul Buchanan. But Paul giving him quite a push to the front. Jerry Bergeron and John Shermott's at the back of the lead pack. They need to pull back up before they lose the draft. Ryan Warp is taking the lead of the second pack at the moment. They are 12.8 seconds back. At this point, they really need a caution to get back into the fight. Paul Buchanan has slid down into the bottom. He's now in 4th. Buchanan now one of the biggest movers, up 12 spots into 4th. Jerry Bergeron looked like he was going to try and make a run alone up top. He slides back in line. The entire lead pack goes back single file. The second group sitting single file, but for the first time since the pit stops, they are gaining ground. And Gil Guac and Kevin Hayes have come in. That is unexpected to see them in so early. Hey, good evening, Big Cutter, cheering on Paul Buchanan. And here comes Drifty Richie Joplin. He comes in alone. Nobody comes in to help Richie. The second pack was gaining a little bit of ground, but once pit stop started, they have lost ground. Everyone should be within the fuel window this time by. And looks like several of the cars in that second pack have come in. Danny Passmore, Chris Eggert have both come in. And here comes the lead pack. Mike Burgess, DJ Kenner, Tim St. Jean, Gerald Poole, Jerry Bergeron are in. Paul Buchanan goes back to the lead. John Shermott's in second. Darrell Klott's in third. Some of the second pack also came in. Kevin Bruner now in fourth. Mike Zakar, Robert Eggert in fifth. Gregory Marks in sixth. And here comes Burgess off pit road. Fuel only for most of the field, but it does look like DJ Kenner took right side tires. And the lead group is in, led by Paul Buchanan. Kevin Bruner brings in the remainder of that second group. Mike Burgess is out front, but Gil Gwonk and Kevin Hayes, who have been working together all night, they're going to slingshot by. Somehow Richie Joplin, who pitted alone, has still managed to put himself in good position. Paul Buchanan leads his group off pit road. Here comes the leaders. He will be able to get up to speed into the lead pack. Gil Gwonk out front once again. Whoa, Richie almost swung it back to pit road. And despite taking that final stop alone, Drifty Richie is in fourth. $15 laps to go. And folks, if you missed last season, you can find it all on our YouTube channel. We'll have this race up there later tonight. You can see a lot of great racing from last season, from a lot of other leagues, and a bunch of other stuff as well. Including a lot of great racing, trucking, and gaming shorts that'll only take a minute but leave you laughing. Worth noting, we did post a short the other day. For the first time ever, we saw the Hail Melon happen Tuesday night at the Coliseum. Indy Kirchenbauer pulled off the Hail Melon to get the win. Mike Burgess in the high line starting to push ahead. It has taken about 35 laps, but it looks like that high line finally starting to come in. Lead pack currently 10 cars deep. Jared Swaim leads the second pack with Derek Schilling and John Shermott, but they are currently 15.8 seconds back. Robert Eggert leads Mike Zakar and Gregory Marks. In the third group, Ryan Warp, Kevin Bruner even further back. Chris Eggert, Steve Linder, Danny Passmore, all even further back. Jeff Oakes is in the lead group. It's worth mentioning, but that starting from pit road definitely did not work in his favor tonight. We've seen a lot of patience here tonight. It has been green flag since the start. But next time by, it'll be 10 laps to go, and I think the patience will go out the window. The real question is, will we see the big one here tonight in the final 10 laps? As we mentioned during pre-race, Home Motorsports, known as one of the cleanest leagues in iRacing, we have seen them go green to checker to Daytona and Talladega. Could see it again here tonight. 10 laps to go at Daytona. Gil Guac, Mike Burgess up at the front, a pack of lap cars ahead. They will come into play. A big gap in the bottom line. Where will the leaders go? Looks like the leaders may be positioning to go high. Kevin Hayes may be in trouble here. Hayes gets stuck behind the lap traffic. Gil Guac up to the top. Hayes is just stuck. Richie Joplin, several of them have to duck low. This may split up the lead pack. Gil Guac, Mike Burgess, pole caution is out. Caution is out for the first time tonight. Kevin Hayes, Jerry Bergeron, both involved. Let's see what happened. Here they are in the mix with the lap traffic. Oh! Hayes tried to get through, came up, clipped Bergeron. Both of them end up in the grass. Taking a look down from the blip, you see Hayes having to avoid the lap car and the blinking car ahead. They get to the end of the straightaway. Hayes has lost a lot of ground, comes up, he's in the middle, just barely taps Bergeron, but at 200 miles an hour, that's what happens. I suspect we will see a few cars in. Richie Joplin's coming in. Bergeron is coming in. Jared Swain, Derek Schilling. Ryan Warp is in. Dave Wright, who is a lap down, is in. This is definitely going to shake things up here at the end. And here's a really interesting question. Several of these drivers hit pit road right at the fuel window. The caution will help them by a lap or two, but some of these guys may be in trouble late in this one with fuel. Gil Guac out front, Mike Burgess in second, Paul Buchanan in third, Tim St. Jean in fourth, the Iceman in fifth, Gerald Poole, Daryl Klotz, John Shermont, Robert Eggert, and Mike Zakar round out the top 10. Zakar was one of the drivers stuck way behind. This caution has really helped him. He is now up 12 spots into 10th. This caution also helping guys like Kevin Bruner, Chris Eggert, Ryan Warp all get a big help from this one. Ryan Warp came to pit road, as did Kevin Bruner. Both took 4 tires. And from the looks of it, surprisingly, the only 2 who took 4 tires on pit road. We saw Richie Joplin and several others drop in, but it looks like fuel only 1 or 2 took right sides, but this late in the race with a caution and the battle ahead, if it were me, I think I'd be taking 4 fresh Goodyears. Lights are out on the pace car. Gil Guac and Mike Burgess on the front row. Gil Guac started on the pole, has been up front most of the night. Lost a bit of ground under the first pit stop, but fought his way back to the front. Does he have enough left to make it to the end? And normally we do a crank it up here, but this was our first caution, and we've only got 5 laps to go, and I have a feeling every one of these laps is going to be exciting. Here they come out of turn 4. Pace car about to hit pit road. He makes a hard dive in. And here we go. Green flag is in the air. 5 to go. Walk jumps out just a little bit ahead. Paul Buchanan now on the bottom has a run for second on Burgess. A little bit of bumping. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Remember, it takes them a lap and a half to get these cars to full speed. Whoa! Guac is going to the apron and is dropping back. Burgess now has the lead. There was a big checkup on the bottom and another shakeup to the lead pack. Gerald Poole has moved up to 4th, but here comes Klotz on the high side, 4 to go. Gil Guac has gone to pit road. Mike Burgess out front, Tim St. Jean on his bumper. Paul Buchanan leads the outside line with a big push from Darrell Klotz. 18 cars on the lead lap, 17 of them still in the lead pack. Everybody is peeking, looking for an opportunity. 3 to go. That high line has been working in all night. Will it be there when they need it? Burgess on the bottom. The high line starting to pull up. Paul Buchanan up top. It's a drag race as they come through 3 and 4. The bottom line pulls ahead once again. Oh, a little bump in mid-pack. DJ down to the apron. He manages to pull back up. A bit of a checkup. They're 3 wide. Cars are in the grass. 2 to go. No caution. We'll take a look at that incident here in a few moments. But now it is Mike Burgess and Gerald Thanos Poole, who is pulled up to the front of the top side. Out of 3 and 4, side by side. Thanos has a lot of help. And here it comes. White flag is in the air. One more time around at Daytona. Into 1. The high line is ahead. But Burgess gets the nose ahead through the turn. Buchanan is just pushing Gerald around the track. Oh, big stack up. Everybody spreading out back behind. Chaos on the backstretch in the final lap. Here they come out of 3 and 4. Who's it gonna be? Burgess may have it. He does. Mike Burgess gets the win at Daytona. Tim St. Jean comes home in second. Gerald Thanos Poole pulls off third. And let's see if we can take a look at a little bit of the excitement at the end. There's the chaos as the Iceman comes back up the inside line, checks up. Oh, Richie Joplin just gets bumped. Several of them get bumped. Fortunately, they're able to get out of the groove. And then we had the incidents on the white flag lap. Coming down the back straightaway, the final lap, and it looks like a lot of aggressive, very aggressive bump drafting. DJ Kenner, Jerry Bergeron, Kevin Bruner all involved. There it is, down the back straightaway. You see the aggressive bumping. Oh, Buchanan gets bumped into the wall. He manages to save it. But several back behind don't. Man, what a finish. Let's see if we can talk to our top 3, starting with Gerald Poole. Well, Gerald, it was close there at the end. What did you need to get it done tonight?
You know, I was following my 1,000-foot rule, and I saw a shot there to go to the outside, and then I think really I just kind of lost all my help from behind there at the end. Great run, though. I'll tell you what, those last couple times, I'm sitting here shaking like a daggone leaf. I mean, I was getting pushed in places that, I didn't particularly want to be pushed, but I think I probably needed it at the time. So, man, just a great run. Fun race.
Oh, it definitely was. Another great run at a plate track for you, buddy. Congratulations. We knew you'd be up there.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt if I was just patient with the way the fuel was set up, had about 17 laps of fuel depending on how you were running. It was working out great for me, and I think had we gone green, I'd had a pretty, I'd still had a good shot. But boy, the way it finished, that was something.
It definitely was, man. Great job tonight.
Thank you much.
Tim St. Jean comes home in second. Tim, man, that was one heck of a run tonight.
Oh, it was pretty hairy at the end there. I got a hard push right into Mike, and I thought we were going to lose it.
It got very, very close. That last lap, you got everybody up in that front group got bumped a little hard. It was just a matter of if they held on to it. Obviously, you, Mike, Gerald, managed to hold on to your cars at a moment when a lot of the field didn't, and you managed to bring it around in a very close second place.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I was pushing Mike, my teammate, for quite a while in the race, and on the last lap, it's any man's race. So I tried to get around him, but I tried too late. There was nobody behind me to give me a push.
Well, I think if you had made the move at the wrong time, you might have died on the back stretch. But, man, that was an awesome race. Great teamwork. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. I hope you had fun.
And finally, our winner, Mike Burgess. Mike, congratulations. Starting the season off with a win, that's got to be a good one.
Yes, I'm not going to complain about it. It's a great way to get the season started. Hopefully I can continue that on throughout the season.
Tim just mentioned you guys working together throughout the race, and it was obviously the teamwork was really, really good tonight. You both did amazing. You were always right there together and had one heck of a run tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely crucial tonight, and really had to be careful when you're pushing the car in front because the cars overheat really quick.
That is definitely true. I was kind of wondering about that because we didn't see many of you guys ducking out to cool off tonight.
No, you just basically had to get out of line about a foot or two to the side of the car in front of you. That would be enough to cool it down. So if you could do that, for a few seconds each lap, it kept the temperatures relatively in check.
Well, it definitely worked for you tonight, man. One heck of a run and a great way to start the season in Victory Lane, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. And it couldn't have been done without Tim's help there at the end.
Great job, man.
Thank you.
Mike Burgess gets the win, folks. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to come back here in just a few moments. The Unicorn will be trucking. You definitely want to tune in for that. A lot of laughs to be had there. And a lot of fun here tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.